just going to wait for everybody to... I'm just going to give the live a second while I peel my apple here. Because it has wax all over it. I should not have done this on camera. I thought I would have a snack as I went live. This is the messiest freaking snack in the world. I did not think it was going to be so messy. So you might, anybody that's watching this after it's been recorded, you might want to fast forward just a couple minutes ahead of time. Whoopsies. If you don't want to watch me bless the room, if you want to hear the song, well, then stay. God damn, that's bright. Take what resonates and discard what doesn't. This is a general message. We know this already because I say it 3,000 times, but you know, just in case. All right. What is collective dealing with today? Okay, so the thing I'm kind of seeing is I feel like somebody's going through some type of like crisis of the mind almost, where they feel like however way that they feel about something right now is going to fade. They think it's fake. We had the high priestess, and she was kind of in limbo when she came out. And it's making me think that they know the truth, but they're choosing to not look at it properly. And I feel like they think they're just like drunk or something, drunk on love. Lust. Like they're just gonna, like their eyes are playing a trick on them or something, and there's no way that they can possibly like something if they're lusting over it. So it's almost like somebody's fighting, staying away from you. And we also have causing unconscious reactions. And I feel like they're using this lust as a crutch to not come towards you or to not do something. See, they don't think that you believe in them. They think you're going to deny them. So, and like, I don't know why they care what you feel. I mean, if they like you or if they are lusting hard over you or something like that, I don't know why they're stopping themselves, as if they're trying to, I almost feel like they're trying to say that almost like you're full of shit. Like you're doing something to them to make them like you. What could you be possibly doing? It's all fear. It's all in their head. Like there's so much cloudiness around you. And like it's almost like they are very because like we have the high priestess here twice. So it's not like this person is stupid. Okay, like they listen to themselves, they can read body language, they can sense the things that people want to say, like they can read in between the lines, like they're smart, they know what they're doing. But then when it comes to you, they're like, no, that's just a lust. Like, I don't know if somebody told them, you know, like if one night they were all drunk and they were spilling the beans about you, and maybe somebody said to them, well, there's no way you could like them because nobody likes anybody like that. Hey, Steven. Okay. It could have been something like that. And then so it totally fucked up their mojo. Like they were just like, I could hear it be like, wah, wah, wah. Like they were so high on it. And then it was just suddenly done. And then they were like, yeah, you're right. They're obviously doing something to me, or they're obviously making me want them in some way, and it's a trap, and they're trying to trap me. And clearly this person has some like vices, which is this complex trauma here, this PTSD. They're having flashbacks of somebody else doing something to them, and they're assuming you're going to do it too. So I don't know if this person has been working on healing themselves, or if you healed yourself and that's why you look even better to them, because you're not this like broken thing possibly that they knew before. So that is like fucking with their head too. The Tower. Ooh, this person's gonna have a fucking, I feel like this person's gonna have a breakdown. That's a broken record. See what I mean? They're gonna break. I don't know if like maybe you're making them break somehow. You know how, oh yeah, seeking advice about you. There it is. Okay, so they are talking about you. And like now my left ear is itchy, like in my inner ears, like, oh, like the one you can't get. I feel like that's this energy. Like there's definitely something that's been said about you that was wrong. It was bad. And again, with this lust, like somebody, I think somebody convinced your person that there's no way they could like you, hiding information from you, sneaky behavior. See, that is a hidden enemy to you. So I don't know if this is like a small group of friends or something, but there's somebody in the group who doesn't like you and they don't want you around. And so it makes other people feel like if they bring you around, then slowly they're going to get hated. And people are going to not like them because they're hanging around with you. Somebody was definitely way too influenced in how people felt about you. And the thing is that people hide their feelings about why they feel the way that they do. And however way this went, I feel like there's definitely some unjustifiable shit that happened, obviously, that has your name on it. And people use that. And I feel like this reading has come up before. Like, I feel like I'm repeating myself with this message, which is super weird because, like, I mean, well, we do get repeats all the time, obviously. Like, I mean, not everybody watches each reading, right? So they'll get replayed in different analogies. But I feel like this person definitely had a little bit too much influence on your person. And who knows, like whoever suddenly questioned their feelings towards you, I feel like possibly went and got another girlfriend or another boyfriend or something like that. And they fucked with that person because they weren't being honest. So they hurt somebody. And like now that kind of sucks, you know, because that person has to pay for what they did to somebody else now because they couldn't just send their fears away, right? And just not ran their mouth about you or sought so much fucking advice about you. Like, I don't know why they thought that people really liked you or why they thought asking so much about you was going to benefit you in some way or the relationship, and why they didn't just come and talk to you. I don't know why. Again, it possibly could be like, you know, because they were drinking. And you know what? That, yeah, sober in reverse. So they were drinking and talking and you know, when people drink, funny enough, it's like it becomes like a truth serum, right? Alcohol. And people get so drunk they can't help but tell the truth because they just don't care. It's almost like alcohol gives the ability of people that got the biggest sticks shoved up their ass. It finally makes them tell the truth. I don't know if they put that truth serum in there or not, you know? And just fuck everybody with liquor, because let me tell you, I have said some fucked up shit drunk. And like, I wouldn't take any of it back, but like, I already say pretty fucked up shit as it is. So like, I don't need to go any farther, but yet I do. Okay. So I almost feel like this person's drunk mouth, okay, fucked over a relationship with you. And that person now, I feel like, is terminated. They don't get to come back. They fucked up their chance with you. So if they fucked up their chance with you, I feel like somebody else in the group is going to take you. You know, because that's the thing. That was their test, right? One thing you got to realize with people, okay, is jealousy. And not everybody tells you the truth. I don't know why people think that even their best friends tell them the truth. Like, if they're going to eat shit, I can guarantee you they're going to lie to you. Even if it's your best friend, okay? Doesn't fucking mean anything. Friendships don't mean shit, okay? People want to lie, they're going to lie. And I feel like this person who said that there was no way that this person could like you that much. And there was this guy that I liked in town, and I don't know, I don't know. It's hard to know me, but like for the most part, I have a weird sense of style. Okay, because I'm broken and, you know, like I've been put back together, but like I'm still fucking fucked up. Like I'm always going to be, you know, like fucking, I'm not going to lie about it, obviously. And there was this guy in town and I knew he was as fucked up as me. And it was like, it kind of, now I'm getting the Crow. It took me so long to watch the new Crow and it's not even new anymore. It's just not the Brandon Lee version. It's the Skarsgård version. And Shelley says, Eric asks why Shelley found him attractive, and she goes, it's because you are brilliantly broken. And when people are broken, it's really nice to see another person broken. It's not like someone's trying to, you know, be this flashy, I'm so perfect, I've never been broke in my life. To somebody who's been broken, it's like, oh, okay, well, it's great that you've never been broken, but like, do you have to be so much of an asshole about it? Because like, you don't have to shove it in people's faces that you're fine, shiny, and just no one's ever touched you before. You know, like that's not the same world. We don't live in the same world, even though we are in the same world, right? So to meet somebody brilliantly broken or like you, right? It makes a lot of sense. But people got a hold of it right away and they spun what they wanted to see about it because they figured they knew him. He is a very hidden soul. He doesn't tell people about himself. He tries to show people. People don't get it because they think he's a trend. They think what he's wearing is just dramatic or, again, a trend, you know, because the fucking Tim Armstrong's wearing it. Obviously, this guy's got to wear. It's like people who are full of fucking shit and really don't know the world, okay, don't understand the broken, and they never will because they look at it like, ew, gross, get your shit together, or, you know, do you really have to be like that? Like, put yourself together. It's so easy for somebody to project the simplicity of life when they've never been smacked in the face once or cheated on or abused or molested or manipulated or stomped upon or abandoned, right? So it's like you live in two different worlds. So when you meet somebody like you, it's like, why does it matter if anybody else understands it? Does anybody else have to understand what you and that person are going through? No. But if that person is easily influenced by those around them, right, drinking, smoking, thinking that their friends are their best friends and that they can trust them with everything, let me tell you, dudes are just as brutal as females, okay? And if those guys want that chick and that guy who's asking about the chick hasn't nailed it down, then of course they're going to sabotage it. They want the chick, right? So it's easy, and it's easy to say that they hate you because then they can be like, well, I didn't like her in the beginning, but now I do after I tapped that ass or after I fucked her or after I this or after I that, because guys are full of shit, okay? Like they don't tell each other the truth because they don't want to look demasculated in front of each other in their masculine energy, okay? So it's easy to fuck with somebody when they're not grounded. Okay, so again, if you want to tell your feelings to somebody and they want to be that naive and that stupid to go around and tell them what you said, and then all of a sudden you don't speak to them again or they don't call you ever again, that person cannot handle your truth. They cannot handle your maturity, because anybody that runs their mouth about a personal relationship they're in doesn't deserve it, because they're not respecting their partner, and it shows by running their mouth to everybody. The disrespect. People don't understand what disrespect is, okay? And it really comes with, why are you running your mouth about everything that somebody tells you? That's disrespectful. Somebody tells you something in confidence, shut your fucking mouth and don't fucking repeat it, right? But of course, people get drunk and they want to be in the center of gossip, right? And they want to make a bunch of friends. So of course, they're going to start spilling the beans on everybody else. And I feel like that's what they did with you. you. They had too much time around people, and it was just too much silence, right? And when the crowd goes silent, this person said some shit about you. And they didn't talk shit about you. They talked about how much they liked you. Okay? Ha ha ha! You would, Steven, but at least you can admit it. Okay? That's the thing, is people, like, this person, honestly, I feel like you were a test, okay, because something else was coming after that. And Spirit needed to know if they were going to keep their fucking mouths shut or if they were going to run and tell their friends everything that you told them. They ran and told their friends everything that you told them. And it doesn't matter how old they are. It doesn't matter that they, haven't been in high school for 20 years. They ran their mouth, okay? And unfortunately, when you do that, Steven, okay, with people say that you've slept with, okay, do you think that relationship's ever going to work out? No, because you ran your mouth, and Spirit knows, and Spirit's going to go and tell the person you fucked that they're going around town telling everybody. But you're not going to hear it like that. You're suddenly going to start to turn away from that person. That person's going to start disrespecting you more and more and more, okay? And then, obviously, if somebody's confidence isn't high enough, then that person's going to end up chasing that person around. Okay, and like, is that a good relationship? Meh, no. Okay, so honestly, oh shit, look at this. Okay, now we have a tethered heart. Anchored to you. What the fuck? Who is this person? Okay. Like, they're trying to tell me now that look at 6 of Cups. You see what I mean? This person's trying to tell me that they're different now. They're not the same person like they were before. They're sober now. Maybe they are. What does this mean to you? Red flag, unlikely. And it was red flag in reverse. I feel like Spirit is saying, because like there's the bond again. I feel like Spirit's saying that the red flags are gone. There is no more red flags with them. They're green flags. So like, I mean, if they were a drunk, and that was the cause of their problems, if they don't drink anymore, does that mean no more problems? More money, more problems. Biggie. Step back. Okay, so I think, honestly, with this person, whoever this person is, you stepped back away from them because I believe that they wanted you to control them, which is something that came up in the reading, I think yesterday or the day before, something like that. Somebody's overwhelming need and desire to be controlled by the other person. That could have been the red flag. Okay. Acting like a baby, acting like a child, right? Driving them around town and taking them shopping and taking them, like looking after them. Like, I feel like it's possible that you didn't want to do that. You weren't going to play that role. You're not their mommy, you're not their daddy, and you sure as fuck aren't going to act like it. Which, not saying, some people do like that shit. Okay, there was this one time, I'll never get this image out of my goddamn head. It would just call it divine timing. by the universe. I was driving downtown San Francisco. Okay. And holy fucking shit, that downtown is just, I never seen anything like it with the homeless people. Okay. Like just homeless people everywhere in San Francisco. Oh my God. I almost won't go back because the homeless, but their nightlife and their afterlife clubs down at the docks. Oh my God. Anyways, so I'm driving fucking downtown, right? Suddenly I'm in just bumper to bumper traffic. I look to my immediate right. Tell me how this big old broad, okay, like, I don't know, 5 foot nothing, okay, walking, I can see this giant spiked collar. So immediately I think, like, punk, right? No, this was the farthest thing from punk I have ever seen in my life. She was pushing a grocery cart with, like, most likely her life savings inside. And then, okay, they were in a mumble jumble of people, just homeless people everywhere. But I noticed them, obviously, because the fish, the cart and the, collar. And then I see the leash. This scrawny little ass dude walking behind her, like, I don't know, 4 feet. It was a long leash. And he has it up, obviously, because, like, the crowd and everything, and he fucking yanks her back, and she gets pulled back like this and pulls the shopping cart with her. As the traffic stops dead, and, like, all I have is to look at them, and I'm like, oh my God, 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 what the fuck? I never seen anything like it. Call me crazy, but, like, wow. I mean, it was aggressive. It was aggressive, okay? And that's what I'm talking about with the desire to control shit. Oh my God. The people that, like, just want to act like dogs. Oh my God. I'm not making fun. It's just a very, I'm creeped out. Okay, I'm creepy laughing. Put it that way, because I don't know what else to do. And that image, I swear to fuck, will never leave my foresight. I don't know if it was a test by God to be like, if you don't make better decisions, that's going to be you one day. Like, I just know he was saying something to me like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Okay. So I don't know. That image just popped into my head. The spike collar and the big old bitch she was. Oh my God. And he was just scrawny fuck. Like, it's just picture perfect. Okay. Analogy of people who are extremely fucked up. Okay. Trauma, PTSD. I'm talking heavy baggage out, wanting to be controlled like a dog. Okay. So we have reconsider on the bottom of the deck, and it was in reverse, because the thing is that whoever this person was in the past, I don't know if they're coming back. I don't know if we just have to talk about this. I don't really know. But if they do come back, the thing is that I think they're going to realize why you did what you did, because of how emancipated they really were. Like, I really don't think that they had the energy, the confidence, the will, or the stamina to be who you needed them to be, right? Because of their baggage. They had a lot of baggage. Okay. And I think them talking shit or them running their mouth and you finding out about it, or you leaving them subconsciously, it was good because they ran their mouth about you for a reason, because they weren't ready for you, right? Anybody that has that confidence, that's ready to step into a relationship, do you think they're calling their buddy going, should I propose? Should I propose? Should I propose? No. He's just going to fucking do it. Anybody that has to call their buddy and ask if they should do it is not ready to do it, right? You need to fucking make the moves you're ready to make. No more calling beforehand. Call mom, call dad. Is this a good decision for me? No. Make the decisions you need to make for yourself. Okay? And honestly, this person... And like, whoa, the sexual chemistry. Look at that. That's your favorite card, Steven. It comes out every time, okay? Obviously, there was some serious sexual attraction. Okay, but look at right underneath it. It wasn't the right time. I know you love that card. I know it's Steven's favorite card. Okay, so honestly, like, it wasn't the right time means rejection was God's protection. Okay, them rejecting you, them not finding that confidence in themselves was enough for you to leave. Okay, and I mean, let me tell you, if they've learned their lesson, they're never going to watch you leave again, and they're never going to run their mouth about you again, because they're not going to want to give up what you have again, because they just did, and it's most likely been some type of part in their lives where they're not going to want to repeat it. Okay, when you do hard time, okay, whatever that hard time is, because it's different for everybody, do you really want to go repeat it again? Was that like the best time in your life and you just love to go back to prison? No. Okay, like, absolutely fucking not. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Sunday. I got this new caramel dip. It is not good. I do not like it. I have this other one that I like much better. It doesn't really taste like caramel. It tastes like vanilla. If anybody gets the Lighthouse caramel, it tastes like vanilla icing. Which is like not what I wanted. I didn't want icing with my apple. Okay, I have to cut the other side of my apple now, so just give me a second, and I have to take all the wax off of it. What up, Danny? Oh yeah, let's smoke some weed. Oh, and we're gonna do questions. Think of your questions, everybody. Actually, if somebody wants to throw up a question now while I'm eating, that would be even better. But we will do questions if you've got one, Danny. Normally you do. I just heard that smoke weed every day. I just heard that in my head. I had a dream last night and I was selling weed. I was talking to somebody about the different strains that they can use, which actually I used to do. I used to be like a really big marijuana advocate for like people who had health problems. And I was talking to somebody about weed last night and they're with their health problems. I just remember that. So I've recently reconnected with Theory of a Dead Man. About 20 years ago, they came to my hometown and I decided to bang one of their roadies. This smoking hot dude did their sound. So who wants to meet the band? I'd rather meet the roadies, okay? They're the best. They have the best stories. So I banged this guy on tour with Theory of a Dead Man. And everybody used to make fun of me for listening to them. I only know 2 albums. Let's just be real. 2 albums from 20 years ago. That's it. So I decided to reconnect with Theory because my sister she's a pocketed, closeted Theory fan. So I was putting on Theory of a Dead Man, and I just cranked. I love Tyler Connolly. Okay, he has the best voice. He has such a beautiful voice, and his heart. Oh my God! If he's the one who writes his songs, Tyler, marry me because you are wonderful. And all he does is get high, which is awesome. Anyways, so banging the roadie. But it's my sister loves to hear that story of how I didn't go home with anybody from the band. It wouldn't be Whitney. I had to, she was making me tell her that story the other day. And now there's this song that is coming into my head because I haven't heard it for a long time. Like, I go through these little parts of my life where I really need to listen to Theory of a Dead Man because of his voice. And it's this song called Since I'm Gone. And that's one of the albums that I know. And if that's not the album that's called Scars and Souvenirs, then I know that album. And the album with the car, the front grill, that's the only albums that I know. And that song is coming into my head right now because, like I said, I haven't heard it in so long. Because since you've been gone, oh, I've been begging you, please, to tell me you're not all right. So, okay, basically an analogy that I'm getting right now, which I had to cut my apple anyways, so roll with me, as I feel like somebody that you left, okay, once, I almost feel like if there's an ex that you left, like, I don't know, maybe you moved away or something like that, I'm getting the feeling that all you have to do is call and they'll come and pick you up. I don't know who that's for, but that is exactly what I'm getting in my head right now. Because that's all I can hear Tyler saying is, since you've been gone, I've just been begging you, please, to call and tell me that you're not okay and that you need to come home. Because that's the thing is, like, I don't know how many people out there ran away when they were kids and, you're knowing that your parents didn't want you to come back, right? So a lot of us have these, like, massive abandonment issues from being kids and our parents leaving and not coming back, right? So I don't know if whoever this person is, you might be feeling like they're that energy of your family that doesn't want you to come back. But the thing is somebody wants you to come back. And if that makes sense to you, I would listen to your intuition because it is true. Because, like, maybe you just don't want to admit that you were wrong in leaving. And, like, honestly, that kind of shit, I mean, that's pride shit. Anybody will forgive you if you apologize for what you did. If you tell the truth as to why you abandoned somebody, why you left, why you walked away, I mean, that the truth in that is what's going to set you free. That's what's going to get you forgiven. If you keep lying about it, if you keep pushing it aside, it's going to ruin your relationship and you're never going to get it back. But the second you admit that you did something wrong, it lets the person know that you can acknowledge what you did and you're willing to move on from it. People who can't admit that they were wrong, there's nowhere to go with them. Like, you might as well just put your back up against the wall and just fucking stay there, because that's where you're going to be. If they can't bow down and just say, hey, by the way, my pride's a little fucked today, but yeah, I did do something. Oh, yeah. Did anybody have questions? It's not good, Danny. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know who this doctor is, but where the witchcraft card came out. The evil Polish card came out. The eye for an eye card came out. The fire angry Queen of Wands came out. Cutthroat nasty old school bitch came out. And then happy moments with poor and homelessness. Who is this doctor? Is she a witch? Is she like a herbalist or something? Like a naturopath or something? A seed of life? Well, that's what she sounds like. But I don't know. Danny? Like, are you trying to get pregnant? Is it a pregnant bitch's doctor? Put the seed in your belly kind of doctor? Because if so, they make a lot of people poor to get a happy moment. But they know what they're doing. But they also could do witchcraft to keep people sterile. Okay, Danny, come on. You got to write back, girl. Come on. Where are you? Where are you, Danny? Danny. Oh, we're doing questions right now. Nope, she's worse. And I think when people were talking about this word, they were imagining her. Okay, so she is not a good person. Because she does not seem to be coming up good at all. It seems like she's fucking people over to get some type of happy moment. And it looks like she tends to lead herself down the way that she would go. Even if it's not right for the client. She seems evil as fuck. Or like you said, possibly even worse. I hope she's not watching right now. Don't curse me, bitch. Oh, my nose is so itchy right now. Oh, you. Oh, God. Oh, good. All right. Well, you were right. You are some kind of little prophet there, Danny. I tell you. See why we say that tarot is just an affirmation and that you guys are the ones that have the power. Like, you know the answers. And I just love that we can affirm it for you, right? Look at that predator. Make a choice. Oof. Fake on the bottom of the deck. Fake. She's a fake ass motherfucker. All right, anybody else got any questions for the old psychic here? Because we're going to shut the window down to questions pretty quick if nobody answers. Ah. Oh, she's getting something out of it, that's for sure. I mean, that's what I say about male gynecologists. They shouldn't even be allowed. Not your body, not your pussy. Get your fucking hands out of it. Go be a dick doctor like what you've got. All right, nobody has any questions? Come on, Steven. I know you're dying to ask something. I know we have some new people here that aren't talking. Come on, new people. Don't be shy. We've all been around for a long time. Okay, well, I can't make the people wait forever. So while everyone's thinking of their questions, whoopsies. Let's do another reading. Hey, Sarah, what up? Ooh, look at that. Right when you came in, Sarah. You got a love card. Deadline and corpse. Somebody's heart gonna stop? Is this a heart attack? Not you. I don't think that's gonna happen to you, Sarah. Don't worry. But is this what we're talking about? Is this a heart attack? Oh my God. Okay, so I had this, I would say, vision. Okay. I had this vision a long time ago. And I don't rarely like talk about my parents because they're not parents. They're just people of the world now. But my father moved beside his father up to the lake. Okay. And I would say the closest hospital that they have to them, okay, I believe would be probably about 20 minutes away. Okay, he kind of lives in again, it's like a lake town, right? Like it's just, there really isn't anything around. Like I was like, I think the town that's maybe 10 minutes down the road, I think they have ambulances, but he would either have to go to one or the other, and neither one is a good hospital for heart. There's something like my father's family has I don't know, something with their heart. And I said to myself, I'm like, wow, why would my father move there? Like if anything happened to him, there's nobody to get him. Like I'm not even around, and his wife is fucking retarded. So, I mean, she can't drive. So I'm like, I can't even help you if something happens. Like, I'm not, and so I had this vision, and I said, my father is an awful person. So the fact that I had this vision, it was okay. I tried to warn him, but he has a heart attack. He ends up having a heart attack or a stroke or something. And he's like laying in the, he's like, he was either laying in the yard because like his dad owns the yard beside them. They're not allowed to have fences there. So, he just, I think he takes over most of his dad's property because he's on a hill. His technically backyard is like on an incline. So he's in the backyard, and I don't know if he's on the incline and just nobody can see him because of the angle of the house. but he's like suffering, and nobody can see him, nobody can hear him. And he basically, I mean, eventually his wife gets there, right? Calls 911, but by the time the ambulance comes to get him, and then by the time, because then they take him to the wrong hospital, right? They take him to the hospital that's the closest, right? But that hospital, at least our hospital here, has air helicopters. Okay, so there's a lot of people that go in between us and the city, and then us and another hospital that's just north of us that does a lot of like really brutal shit, like when people are decapitated and shit, right? So like these hospitals, they all kind of work together on like triage, right? On like where people need to go really quick, right? In order to save their lives, because we have the city, right? And even still, I mapped it out. I clocked it out in my head, and I'm like, that's over 45 minutes before he even gets to see somebody that knows what they're fucking talking about. I'm like, he's going to be dead. I'm like, he's going to be dead. And all because his wife said she needed to vacation and retire early because she was too stressed. So he uprooted his whole life and moved to the bumfuck nowhere. And when somebody does that, okay, for the sake of somebody else, sacrifices their family, sacrifices money, sacrifices early retirement to go vacation and do fuck all, right? Now they're starting to fuck with their mission because they're making it all about one person. Your mission is not about one person. It's never going to be. Thanks, but nobody can be that narcissistic on somebody's, right? My stepmother seems to think that the only mission my father has is her and only her. But she can have a million other missions. He has to concentrate 1,000% on her, okay? And why I'm talking about this is, trust me, I'm getting there. It's just a long analogy because look at, there's her lover, okay? So somebody, okay, that has some type of heart problem, okay, is about to flatline, okay? And because their property is blocked off in private, this third party, okay, can't get there. So there's some type of accident that happens because of it, okay? And that's where the clocks go to zero. Everything gets reset, okay? So now we have witch in reverse. We have idiot. We have the perfect storm in reverse. Oh my God, we have the warlock in reverse, and then serendipity. What do you think that tells me? That tells me that two stupid idiots, okay, position themselves somewhere at the right time to die. Because they're fucking losers. They gave out, they sold out on their life, and now they're going to pay the price for that because the perfect storm is brewing, meaning they brought this on themselves. Wow. I was wondering if that analogy was ever going to come out because I don't think I've ever said that. And like, I mean, they've lived there now for like 10 years. So it was an analogy I got a long time. Like I got that vision a long fucking time ago. It's not like it just happened yesterday. Okay. So now we have the Ace of Cups. Ooh. Conspiracies only with magic and homemade with love in reverse. I feel like the gift that somebody is getting, they don't actually know what's about to happen. They think that they do. And that's the thing, is so many of these monsters that create and just wreak havoc in your life, for some reason, think that like they can just do it and like walk away. And there's no penalties. You're the loser. You lost. They won. You're, and they're great. And it's like, if you just had to piss on the little guy to get in front, are you really gonna show your manhood and like try to get first prize? I mean, honestly. Because it's kind of sad. Because I kind of feel like they think they're going to be okay. They think something's going to go their way. Like they're just going to get the help they need. They're just going to, right? Their lover is going to deliver them from evil. And they're going to get, and it's just like, yeah, There's a lot of conspiracies going around there, but fact tells us different. And spirit says, fuck your fact, okay? Science doesn't have shit to do with this, okay? This is serendipity. This is universal energy. This is AKA divine timing. Right place, right time for the accident to happen, because that's another thing, is they could get into an accident. And what's really weird is the reason why I know that my stepmother prayed for my sister and I to get in an accident this one time. She didn't want us to show up to this pancake breakfast, so she wished for us to crash. We crashed when this old lady didn't stop at her stop sign. We didn't have a stop sign, so we had the right of way, and we T-boned this old lady going 100 kilometers an hour. We should have died. We just put our seatbelts on. I had a premonition to put our seatbelts on, because this was when we were like, 18, 19, didn't wear seatbelts, but I was like, something's going to happen. I'm like, put on your seatbelt. And my sister was all freaked out. She's like, what the fuck do you mean something's going to happen? 10 minutes later, we got into a fucking head-on collision. And the reason why I know that she wanted that to happen was because years and years later, okay, she caused a rift in the family. So my sister and I now don't speak to my father. We certainly don't speak to her. That's how she wants it. But I on and off have conversations with my father every now and then over the years. And I went to his house this one time. And I remember back in the day, Cindy, his wife, had bought this cherry color SUV. And it was really fucking sad, because I said, he does live beside his parents. That was the same color as his parents' SUV. So my stepmother was brown nosing like a fucking parasite to get as close to his parents as possible, because she wants their money. When they die, she wants their money, right? So she brown nosed, got right beside them. Okay. And so when I was up there, I remembered the trashy, hideous SUV that she bought, just like my grandparents, because I could see my grandfather's SUV sitting on his driveway, the same color. But in his driveway, there was a white car. So I went, where's Cindy's SUV? And he goes, oh, the red one that she rode off because she went through a stop sign. And I went, hold on a second, say that again. And look at this witness. This just came off the top of the deck. And I go, what? And he goes, oh yeah, she went straight through a stop sign. Could have even been the same one because they live in that area, and flipped the fucking SUV into the ditch. I don't know how she survived. She's some kind of fucking witch that won't die, okay? But she is going to have her time. And I was like, wow, the irony. And I remembered that stop sign, and I went, wow, that old lady went through that stop sign, because my sister is a good driver. I'm a good driver, okay? I think I've missed maybe 3 stop signs in my whole life, okay? I'm like I said, I'm a good driver. My sister's a good driver. Like, so the fact that that my stepmother had to get an old lady, a third-party interference involved, because that's a lot of how these witches act and do their shit. They need third parties. They need people to act out the witchcraft, or it won't work. It's just magic in the air, right? So that's why we get these accidents that happen with like road rage, because it's somebody witchcraft, okay, that is circling them, finds an easy target that's already angry at that car, jumps into it, and runs you off the road. I mean, the way that energy works is violent. I mean, watch a thunder lightning storm. Does that shit look PG? It looks R-rated up there. Looks like things are getting violated and fucked up. Is that just a regular PG ever asked? No, it's not. It's something supernatural, okay? And that's whatever this is. It's somebody's gonna put themselves in a position where they can't get help. And the thing is as they walk through the pearly gates, they can't say I told you so. You know what I mean? Because everybody told them that this was going to happen, but for some fucking reason, they think they can defy gravity or just, keep pushing their luck. And it's a hard pill to swallow when you flip your fucking car. Okay. And now I'm getting, oh my God. So I watched the other day, 50 First Dates. I've been on this Adam Sandler kick for a while, and I hadn't seen it in like since it came out 20 years ago. It was kind of a funny movie, actually. And I'm getting the part where at the very end, when you see the car crash, like when the dad explains the car crash, or it wasn't the end or the beginning or whatever, but that certain Beatles song is on. Do you know that you have the most beautiful face? Or is that the Beach Boys? I don't know who it is. But anyways, and then the cow comes out of nowhere and Buddy fucking swerves and hits the truck, and then Drew Barrymore smashes her fucking head off of it and then has, permanent brain damage for the rest of her life. She has like the 24-hour memory until it's all wiped, right? Like, so something like that could happen, right? Death takes you in many different ways. And the thing is that whoever has wished harm upon you is gonna get fucked up. Okay, so watch for all that Facebook news out there, okay? And watch for an accident, because somebody's going to get into a violent accident and may end up slipping into a coma. And you know why they're going to go into a coma? Other than the fact that because they're full of fear, but they're going to slip into a coma. Look at this. Path in reverse with lightning in reverse. They're not going where they think they're going. And because they still have mission to do. So if somebody that you know is in a coma or has been in a coma, part of that coma is because there's shit that they have to do in another dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension, something like that. And they have to go settle scores. People who get blackout drunk every night or take pills every night don't lucid dream. And if you're not lucid dreaming, that's part of your mission. There's a lot that you do in lucid dream that comes to work, okay? And work involves the 5D as much as it does the 3D, okay? So I feel like whatever damage gets done by their arrogance from 20 years ago, I just heard Spirit still hasn't gotten even with them. I mean, that whole eye for an eye card, I like that card came out because now I'm remembering it. This is an eye for an eye, which means and as I'm looking at the 69, right? Because it's like, that's not really an eye for an eye, but it's a mirror, right? And I'm feeling like whoever wished something upon you that was so detrimental, that could have killed you, that could have injured you, permanently damaged you, is about to go through what they just wished for you. That was really hard to say without fucking up. So I'm going to take that. Ooh, look at that. Fox Mulder. I like that came out because that means that something's going to happen to them that most authorities, okay, most police officers and shit can't explain. Okay, the FBI isn't going to try to come figure it out. Okay, Fox Mulder's not going to show up on their front door trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Okay, but... And look at that. The bridge connection in reverse. Those were flipped. So they're losing. There's a connection in somebody's life that's about to be gone. So if you have any, anything that you want to say to anybody, there's the book of answers. And this isn't a good person. Okay. Spirit's not telling you about this message because this person is a really good person and they want you to know. I don't really feel like Spirit would tell me about that. Like maybe it is a good person, but just make sure that I feel like right now you don't have anything that you want to say to somebody and you don't say it. Okay. Because whoever, you know what? And I finished watching this movie. It's called Spotlight. And it's got Michael Keaton in it, who's one of my favorites. Mark Ruffalo, who's also one of my favorites. Rachel McAdams, she's great. And Spotlight is a part of the Boston Globe. They work for the newspaper, and they specifically work to uncover certain scandals, right? And it's about uncovering the church scandal that happened around 9/11, which they believe that the reason why 9/11 happened was to burn evidence down, because the actual church's archives were in the towers at the time 9/11 happened. This movie is actually based on actual events where over 87 priests were finally placed as sexual offenders, because the church hides them under sick leave and stuff and then moves them around so people don't know what they do, right? Oh, what a good movie. It might be my new Zodiac. Like, Zodiac is my favorite movie. Obviously, Mark Ruffalo again, one of my favorite movies. Like, I mean, the Zodiac, I don't know, there's something about what is it, Robert Allen Lee, is it his name, that just fascinates and like fascinated people for years because they never caught him. Robert Allen, did they just call him Mr. Lee, or why can't I remember the Zodiac's name? Wow, he's going to be angry at me. I feel like he's just around me. I don't know. I feel like he might have killed bad people. I don't know. Why do you get someone to kill? Like random strangers. There was this documented case that happened in Ontario of a man who was, true story, who was riding on the Greyhound, and he got sudden temporary schizophrenia, and he was told to eat somebody on the bus. So he's eating, he kills the person, he starts eating them, people see it, and he actually ate, I believe, a pedophile. He got off on temporary insanity. And why am I getting that message in my head right now? Why is that guy coming up? That's so creepy. Oh my God, because he never did anything like that in his entire life. And then he just ate I think he was on his way to BC from Toronto. Oh, you should look that story up. I don't know. My sister tells me these stories from the news, and it's so hard to remember them because if I don't read it, it's hard for me to remember. But okay, just saying. I don't really know where that story just, but like, you know, it could be again with the temporary road rage. I don't know if somebody's gonna like hunt this person down and run them over or something. I don't know. But it's a little scary. Okay. So anyways, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking. I really appreciate it. I have to go now. So thank you for being here. All right. Hey, Ryu. Thank you for being here. And I will be back when I'm back. I don't really know. It's kind of a spare of the moment thing right now. So I'll be back when I'm back. Thank you very much again. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, everybody. Sarah, thanks, everybody, for being here. All right. Word to you, brothers. Good day, Ryu. Yes, you missed it all. Bye, everybody.